So yesterday it was the Cardiff Auto Assembly meet, and a few of us met up and just sort of spent a little bit of time around Cardiff yesterday, and a good time was had by all. We all very much enjoyed it. So shout outs to everyone who was there. It's good to meet up with some of you for the first time. It was good to see some good old friends, and hopefully we can do it again soon in the autumn, and that would be great. I must admit I did have a really good time yesterday, so yeah, thanks for that, guys. While we were there, we bought stuff, as you are wont to do, because obviously we go around some of the geeky, nerdy shops and sort of have a look around, really. No Transformers were bought, because I looked all over the bloody place, and there's just nowhere in Britain at the moment, it would seem, that are doing Age of Extinction stuff. Certainly not in Wales, because Swansea's got next to nothing, in Cardiff, again, not very good, so that's a bit of a shame, but there you go. Did, however, buy something in Forbidden Planet, I think I nearly said that. Forbidden Planet, rather. I bought this guy. It's a Funko Pop Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, specifically, obviously, Donatello, as nobody will be surprised to hear, because obviously Glenn loves Donatello. He's my favourite turtle. I don't think anybody is surprised by that at all. I'll give these guys a full review later on, but that's Donny. Because I bought Donny, I thought, well, you know, I'll buy another one. So I bought Michelangelo. And I thought, well, Michelangelo's pretty cool as well, but he won't look right without Leonardo. So I bought Leonardo as well, and I thought, you know, I've got three of them, I might as well get the fourth. So of course, yeah, I bought Raphael. So I have all four of the Funko Pop Turtles. Very nice they are too, but like I say, I'll give them a full review another time. This is not what that is today. I also today found these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pens. I needed some pens for work, and I thought, yeah, these will do, because, you know the whole work Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pen thing, don't you? They're very, very cool. They're in, you've got Raph and Leo's colours together. You've got a pen with Donnie and Mikey's colours together, and then you've got a pen in the middle there, which is just green. And they've all got pictures of the respective turtles on there. And they're just pens, but they're very nice pens, and I thought, yeah, I'll show them off today as well. Today, little bit of background there. Obviously, we went to all the nerdy places like the Lego store, Forbidden Planet, etc., and so on. We also went to a Poundland, and the guys went in, and I thought, well, there's nothing much in there usually, so I'll stay outside. And the one time that I stay outside is the one time that there's stuff in there. Simon Williams came out and said, Glenn, you know, there's Spacepot converter crap in there, basically Transformers, knockoff Transformers, and I thought, yeah, gonna want some of them. So I went in there and I did buy some crap and assorted other things as well. So this is what we're looking at, people. This is what we're taking a gander at today. There are three of these, in fact, in different flavours. They are called Spacepot converters, and then on the side there, I don't know if you can see that, say Space Enterprise in a very Tron Legacy-like font. So it's like already you're ripping off about 4 properties. Because obviously you got Tron in a very sort of Airwolf style font as well there. So possibly Airwolf, I don't know. But Tron, Transformers, Enterprise, Space Enterprise. So you're looking at Star Trek as well. It's amazing. Now, it says here 2-in-1, so apparently you do get a robot and a vehicle in there. We shall see in a moment. And on the back, apparently you can combine them with others to make another robot. Now, I don't know if this is going to be something that's able to be done. I've got no instructions on here at all, so I'm going to have to wing it. People who watch Stuart Ashton's videos regularly will know that these are being produced and distributed, I don't know if you can see that, by Funtastic in Birmingham. So yeah, Funtastic strikes again, and it's not to 3 Sun Onions, people, if you are interested in that. I'm not going to rip off Stuart too much, because obviously this is sort of his territory. I just wanted to sort of have a look at some of the crap, because he hasn't sort of mentioned these yet, so I thought, well, it's Virgin territory, I can actually go ahead. So we're going to have a look at these first. Obviously the packaging crap as usual. Listen to that crinkle of crappy plastic. It's not good. Oh, although actually their weapons are held down with sellotape, so that's something. They're getting better. So in this then, you get this weapon of whatever the hell that's supposed to be. And you get a very already flimsy robot. Although, to be fair, the plastic is of a better quality already than what I'm used to. I don't know what the hell this is, but we'll have a look into that in a bit. So, now then, this is interesting. I'm assuming this is part of the robot when it combines. Have a look on the back. Nope, can't see anything. Oh, I'm guessing it's just a generic gun he holds then. I don't think you can get this on this. It's almost a Pretender-like vehicle. With a very floppy side. Yeah, it's sort of a Pretender-style submersible vehicle, I think. Let's have a look. I'll show you a good look at that. I don't know if anybody... So, like I say, it looks like some sort of submersible. I don't know if it's part of another line or not, but there you go. It's, you know, the plastic is what you'd expect from Poundland. It's a little bit better quality than what I've seen before, but it's still not great, if I'm being honest. The paint, well, there are actually paint applications on it, it has to be said, which is, you know, very rare for this style of toy. But yeah, not much to say, really. It's supposed to roll. And it has got wheels on the underside that are sort of rendered in horrible flimsy plastic, but yeah, nothing great, if I'm being honest, nothing especially brilliant. But let's have a transform with it anyway, if I can. So, I'm assuming the legs go down here, and here. I'm assuming that's your legs, and then, oh, there the arms are. Are they? Yeah, that is your arms. All right, okay. So you flick the arms over there. That can't be the head. Ah, that is the head. Okay. Right. So, okay, then, and then the gun goes in here. Like so. Well, disappointing. That is actually, that's the robot you get. So, it's a robot. The arms swivel around, and they do swivel sort of nearly 360. The legs get in the way. Their head obviously doesn't do anything, but it's almost a robot head in there, if you can see that. I don't know. Almost a robot head. It's not too bad in actual fact. I've seen a lot worse from Poundland. That is a space bot converter. It converts from something into something else. So yeah, I suppose so. Disappointing. Let's see if the next... Obviously you get a green car in this one, which isn't great, but we'll have a look. Let's get the next one. Okay. So again, crappy weapon that does nothing to do with the car itself. It almost looks like an Energon type vehicle. It would have been featured in Transformers Energon, or even a GoBot. It looks a bit like Vamp, if anybody remembers that GoBot, the green one. Not too bad of a vehicle mode. You can sort of tell it's a car of some description. It's not brilliant, but it does the job, I suppose. Let's transform her. I say in her because Vamp was a girl. So the legs come down like so. And then the arms come out. Oh, and that's reasonably clever for a Poundland toy. And then the head, I'm assuming, comes out like so. This is almost GoBot in fashion, is this. And then assuming the weapon comes out and fits in like so. Yeah, these are almost GoBots, if I'm being perfectly honest. That's a serviceable little robot. It's disappointing, this. But there you go. That is almost as you know, the plastic's not as bad as I've had previously with Poundland. It's fine. There's kind of a head going on there. If you look at that, kind of a head going on. But again, quite serviceable. Not too bad. The legs actually have a little bit of articulation in them. The arms are quite clever, and they're actually swiveled at the elbow as well. So, interesting. Interesting. So you've got 2 for 2. She won't stand up though. She doesn't stand up. That's what she doesn't do. So 2 for 2 space pop converters. You've got to mess up at some point. You have to mess up at some point. Let's have a look at the third one. Okay. You have yellow spaceship bot. I think that's what it is, or hovercraft, or skycraft, or something like that. Not especially good. Comes with a crappy plastic sword. This could be the one that sort of, yeah, it's a bit flimsy, if I'm being honest. Again, the plastic's not too bad, but it's still flimsy as all hell, and not very good. Does it come with, oh my god, it actually comes with a front wheel that actually detaches and comes out there. That's quite amazing. So, how do we transform this guy? Well, I'm guessing these are the legs. Now then, what happens here? Oh, I see. Okay, so the legs come down. That would be the feet. And then his arms. Oops, no, his arms come out. Again, oddly go-bottish transformation here. It's not too much. This one is where it all falls down a bit, to be fair, because he's not up to much. Perfectly serviceable transformation, not too bad. But, ooh, yeah, not liking that at all. But there's just no detail to him. It's just a mess. They've not bothered putting any paint apps on him at all. So although it's a serviceable transformation and not a bad robot for what you get, nothing going on there whatsoever. There's just nothing going on. It's a little bit boring, if I am being honest. But again, perfectly serviceable transformation, not a bad robot. The other selling point to these is that you can put them on top of the other one. So what I need to do is find out how that happens. So I'm going to combine the yellow guy, which is that one, with the blue guy, which is that one on mine. So let's see how that works. So you've got him and you push that bit up there like so. Yep. And then you've got that guy, and basically what you want to do is put him down like that and put the arms to the back. Oh, I see. And then you've got a port there. You've got a post there, sorry. A port there. Pop the two in there. Lo and behold, you have a big robot. So Transformers Energon style, which fits together. And do you know something? That's not half bad. These are actually some of the best Poundland crap toys I've ever seen in my life, because they look like what they're supposed to look like. They aren't going to set the world on fire, for sure. They're still utter crap, for sure. But they work. They do what they're supposed to do. That's not actually too bad. That will always be the top half, and that will always be the bottom half. That's where it falls down. And where it falls down particularly is in this one. Although this isn't going to be too much of a problem because we've got this green robot. I'm going to try and fit the green robot to the submersible, and I don't know if I can do that. No, I don't think I can do it because the port won't fix in, or will it? No, it won't. Oh, hello though. No. In fact, it does work. It just fixes in there like so. So you can interchange them. Interchangeable robot parts, which aren't too bad. It works. Blimey. Blimey or flip. Who would have thunk it, eh? Who would have thunk it? They work. Look, Poundland, these aren't too bad. If you are looking, they're still rubbish, of course, but if you are looking for something to sort of placate the kids for a bit, and you don't want them to hurt themselves on jagged shards of plastic or anything, these aren't too bad. They've stood up pretty well. No bits falling off particularly, they're not smashing or anything. They're not bad. They actually work. You can have serviceable fights with them. Can't slag them off, sadly, sorry. I'm never going to do that. They're still rubbish though. I mean, you wouldn't want them on your shelf. They're not something that you would ever want to display. They're crap. Let's face it. The energy I've spent on charging the batteries for the camera probably cost more than these did altogether. But if you do have small children and you want to sort of buy a toy to keep them amused for a bit, you could actually do worse than these. They're not too bad. They're along the levels of sort of GoBots were when we were kids anyway. And they're very GoBotty transformations. I'm sort of surprised by the level of GoBotishness about them. So yeah, they're not too bad, but they're still crap, if everybody knows what I mean. Now, onto some things that are really, really crap. And these have no distinguishable or redeeming features whatsoever. Knights seem to be very popular at the moment. It seems to be very de rigueur to like Knights. And so Poundland have brought out a version of Knights. It's not going to be pretty, people. This is, again, let's have a look, from Funtastic again, nothing on the back. On the front, that, oh my fucking god. Look at that. That's not good. That's not good. This is their Knights line, and I'm guessing this is a King's Guard. This is supposed to be. What the fuck is he doing? What is that? It looks like some sort of evil Gangnam Style. Awful, just terrible, not good. We'll get him out of the package. I'm hoping that he has articulation and that isn't just how he is. Although I've got a nasty idea that probably is just how he is. It's how he is, people. I'm guessing because he's originally supposed to be on horseback. It's how he is. There is... What? His arms don't go down. His head barely goes round. He has articulation in his arms at the shoulder only. It doesn't go down. And then as soon as you do, this thing falls off his arm there because it's not glued in. It's just put in like that. It's an arm greave or something. And now it's come off and it's broken completely. Yeah. Oh, there we go. But if you try to turn his arm around, very, 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 very blockily articulated. His legs just do that. Don't get me wrong, there's some nice detail on this thing. It's very well sculpted and very nicely detailed. And the paint application on the body isn't too bad. And even the plastic isn't too bad. You know, I'm giving it a fair old going over now, and it's... Alright, admittedly arm's coming out, but I'm popping it out, so, you know, alright, it's come out now. So that's come out. The thing I want to have a look at is the face. I don't know if that comes up properly on there, or if that's too... That face is horrendous, it's horrific. That's not good at all. He looks in some serious pain. I mean, I'm not surprised, he's just had his arm off. For the purposes of balance, let's take his other arm off. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take his legs off. There we go. That's one. There you go. Scholar to draw. Scholar to draw with him, with his horrible face. Not good. Not good at all. And it gets worse. It gets worse. I'm going to take this guy out first. I don't want to see in the package. You know King Arthur, right? You know he was famous for making the Round Table and Camelot and Excalibur and all that kind of thing. You know what King Arthur wasn't famous for? Wasn't famous for wanking, but apparently Funtastic didn't hear that. I didn't get that memo. And so, yeah, he's wanking. I'm sorry, that is clearly a wanking pose. Or, you're tearing me apart, Lisa! But otherwise, his default pose is wanking. Like so. Again, the facial expression doesn't help this. It doesn't help at all. That's not good. Yeah. Not great. Comes with this sword, you see. And I think the idea... I mean, this is not Excalibur in any way, shape or form anyway. I don't know if you can see any of that, but it's got a ram's head on. It's almost like something Skeletor would wield. But it's supposed to go in his hands. The only problem is, I don't think it's either big enough, although to be fair, his hands are quite pliable. I don't think his hands are quite pliable. I'm quite meant to do this. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, his left hand is quite pliable. His right hand not so much, so he doesn't really want to go in his right hand. Oh, there we go. We're getting there, people. You know, in context, it doesn't look too bad. Although, to be fair, if he's digging that into the ground, then he's going to be about fucking 2 foot taller than he normally is. In context, though, it doesn't look too bad. But without context, getting rid of that, it just looks like he's having a hand shandy. You know, he's worshipping at the Church of the Five Knuckle Shuffle. Comes with this helmet. which is very kingly and stately. I'm sure probably doesn't go over his head properly. Not really. It kind of does, but it's not great all round, lads. Really. It looks okay. I wouldn't give these to small children. They're a bit rubbish, really. And his cape is glued into his back. So his cape, which is hard plastic, by the way, just pops into his back and is a bit crappy. But it's the wanking, which really... No wonder Camelot fell, quite frankly, if that's what he was doing all day. No wonder Guinevere got sick of him. If all he's doing is having hand shandies. No wonder she fucked off to it, Lancelot. Articulation, there basically, apart from the arms going up. He's having a bit of a glug of a drink there. Apart from that, his legs... There is articulation in them, but they don't move very well. Take away that. No, they just don't move, and that's it. Again, there's some nice sculpted detail on him, but it's not good. It's not good. They're a bit rubbish. They're rubbish at the moment. The Transformers, not too bad, but then they're not great. They're not great at all. Something that's better is Block Tech. Now, Block Tech have been making cheap Lego for a little while now, since the sort of the monopoly that Lego had on the industry has sort of fallen away and other companies are springing up. Block Tech in some shops is quite expensive. I do know in a few places you can find it, and it's quite expensive. And I don't think that's very fair, because I think the whole point of Block Tech is the fact that it ain't supposed to be expensive. But they brought out a couple of things that in the works you can find for 99p, and they are just basic sets of Lego that you can make. So you've got, I bought two, because I'm like that. Police boat that looks suspiciously like sea spray, in the same sort of colours. And then you've got a police seaplane. Although I've never seen a police seaplane, so I don't know if that is an actual thing or not. But that, yeah, I've got these. I'm going to make these. We'll have a look what you get inside the box first. It's supposed to be police rescue and patrol, and you get some decals, it says there. Which I don't know, I don't really like decals and Lego. I don't think they should go together. Or construction blocks, should I say. It's a fucking lie anyway, because you don't get any decals at all in this. Just checking. No, you don't get any decals at all. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's sea spray. Then you get the plane as well, apparently with decals included. There's nothing in there. But what you do get... No stickers in there either. You get a little baggie of Lego, which is pretty cool. And you get some suspiciously Lego style instructions there. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to make these, and I shall be back in a second or two with a jump cut. 3, 2, 1, jump cut! Ooh, jump cut. There we go. We're back. And here are the two completed little models. One of which I love, one of which I'm not so in love with. The one I am in love with is this little thing. I think this is a really, really nicely designed little police boat. It's lovely. It's really good. It's really nice. It's dinky. It's well thought through and well put together. And it's just, it looks nice. It looks like sea spray, admittedly, from the Transformers. I love the white, blue and yellow. It just works. It's a good little thing. No complaints about that whatsoever. This one is a flimsy piece of shit which falls together apart as soon as you fucking look at it if you are not careful. I'm holding it by here because if I hold it by anywhere else it will fall apart. The wingspan is laughable. That's because there's a piece missing which should be there. I've had to fudge this. The cockpit doesn't fit in properly because if you do, this happens. If you try every time, and it's because there's a little lip just at the bottom there, which means you can't fit this piece in. If you try and fit this piece in, that happens and the cockpit pops up, and if you push on the cockpit then that happens, and not good. What a piece of crap. I mean, for 99p you're going to complain? Well, probably not, but still, it would have been nice to have something that just doesn't fall apart as soon as you fucking talk near it. Look at that. Just put it on there now, that piece has come off. It's just rubbish. So this, brilliant. This piece of shit, fuck off. It's crap. As you hear the Lego. Oh, but you do get that spare, which is basically the landing skids. Great, brilliant stuff. So what have we learnt here today? Well, we have learnt that Poundland stuff is pretty hit and miss, and that if you pay crap prices for something, then the chances are you're going to get crap. You do occasionally get a ruby in the dust, which is really, really nice, but generally you get tat. So yeah, I've wasted a good set of money on that this week. That's fine, that's no problem at all. But yeah, if you can buy one of these, they're really good and really cute, and I really love it. But that plane, just keep away from it. It took me about 10 minutes to put together. It should have taken me about 4. But the fact of the matter is, missing pieces, they don't fit together very well. It's just a piece of crap. But there you go. Who knew? Who knew? Something for 99p doesn't tend to be very good. Especially when the Lego Ghostbusters set is about 50 quid. About 45 to 50 quid. So that's the difference. I'm assuming that fits together perfectly. But never mind. I shall be back next week with, I think, I'm going to be Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. I think I'm going to be doing. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, there will be a podcast this week. I'm sorry that there wasn't one last week, but I was stuck in traffic coming back from the Hay Festival, where I'd seen Benedict Cumberbatch and Chris Evans, oddly enough, do letter readings. But I shall be back next week with the podcast, and obviously back next week with the video as well. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a good week. Take care of yourselves and each other's. Bye-bye for now.